He is a composer and a singer who shows his own compositions. The optimism of love for life, love for nature, and love for people is the dominant sound in the notes that Alexander created. Have you ever heard his song? What do you know about him? Alexander Rybak, born in 1986, is a violinist, Norwegian singer, songwriter, and actor, quite familiar with young foreign music lovers with his singing and playing the violin. Both parents are musicians, and Alexander himself started playing early, first piano and then violin. While other children in the neighborhood were out playing, the young Alexander was at home practicing. He says he wanted to be good and was very busy, please others and get praise. That contrast with praise is typically Russian, and I do not know how healthy it is in the long run. But it was me who wanted to, and today I'm glad that my parents told me to practice. Alexander admits that he is too ambitious. His competitive instinct is consistently higher than average, and he has always expected efficiencies, not least from himself. The Violin Prince. A violin is the musical instrument, a tartar and made up of Alexander Rybak's brand. All music products of Norwegian accent have vocals and appearance of the violin. Therefore, he was called the Violin Prince by the fans. Singer million people love. In addition to the role of a singer-actor, Alexander Rybak is also known for his role as a musician. He is a composer and a singer who shows his own compositions. The optimism of love for life, love for nature, and love for people is the dominant sound in the notes that Alexander created. The voice from Norway is considered to write music, like writing a life diary. But because of that life is always full of love, so his music is like the miraculous fairy tale. Secret of a Hit. At the interview in the Estonian newspaper, September 13, 2020, when being asked, you said on stage that a good song must come from the heart. Is that a secret of a hit? Alexander Rybak replied, people think that happiness is when you shine on stage, when you have an enormous amount of supporters and many friends. Yes, it can be so. But you always have to ask at what price. It can be achieved with great effort, and you have to like all this effort. Only then can good music be born. Song ideas. He said about these song ideas, these ideas can come from anywhere. If I limited my creative activities to just sitting at a table, I would limit my creative to a tenth. I can't spend all day at the table. I like to travel around, go to the mountains. Even sometimes a good idea comes when in a toilet. I create songs everywhere. Fighting with burnout. When being asked about fighting with burnout, he said, now I'm over it and I'm fine. If I were to help someone who is going through bad times and who is depressed, I would first like to listen carefully to what that person is saying. It helps to understand what his problem is, because if you just talk and give your advice, you don't have time to listen to others or really understand them. No one understood Alexander's music like himself, and no one sang his songs like himself. Only the rightness of Alexander Rybak could capture the hearts of the audience, whether it was Fairy Tale, Funny Little World, Roll with the Wind, Era of Skies, or Leave Me Alone. Especially, he is considered the miracle of music, in Norway in particular, and Europe in general, who brings the magic of violin and faith in life.
What do you think about this video? We are trying to send good messages to you. Please subscribe to follow us. See you next video. Thank you.